Well, here it is, Monday, March 30th. So March is almost over, and April 1st is Wednesday. So I've been thinking a lot about this new Indiana law. Well, it's supposed to take effect July 1st, so it hasn't officially taken effect yet. But what everybody is saying is anti-gay law, which, from everything I've read about it, it is. I mean, it's directed. It doesn't say, it doesn't honestly say right up front that that's what it is, but everybody knows it's an anti-gay discrimination law, basically giving businesses and individuals the right to refuse service to LGBT people. And all I can say is that I think, every time you read one of these stories about a similar law like this being passed somewhere, usually in the South, it's always Republicans who come up with this legislation. Always. It's always Republicans. I have to wonder why it's always Republicans. You never hear about any Democrats or independents or anybody else that's not Republican. You never hear of them coming out with this kind of shit. Well, the religious conservative Republicans, I've come to the conclusion that they're just a bunch of ignorant, backward thinking assholes who they basically want gays back in the closet. This is what the world that they want. They want gays. Well, they don't want us back in the closet. They just don't want us to exist. They want us to cease to exist. They want to either make us straight or kill us off, or in some way have us, isolated and die off, or whatever. But they want to get rid of us. And I'm thinking that since they're not any more fond of black people, that they would like to see, segregation, racial segregation reinstated, send all the Mexicans back to Mexico. And here's the thing, not every Latino or so-called illegal immigrant is from Mexico. Some of them are from like Puerto Rico or Jamaica or somewhere like that, They're not all from Mexico. So you can't send them all back to Mexico because they're not all from Mexico to begin with. And but that's what they would like to do, send them back. They would like to put women back in the home and have them be subject to their husbands' rules. Basically, they want to take us back to like old biblical type of times. I was reading about these people. They call themselves dominionists, and these dominionists clearly state that these are their goals. They want to take over the federal government, turn this country into a theocracy. And I don't mean a theocracy that recognizes all religions as, a Christian theocracy is what they want, which would do away with anybody else that's not Christian. They'd either have to convert or be sent back to their countries or be imprisoned or whatever. But these people, these dominionists are fucking dangerous people, man. they have some really backward ancient biblical thinking, that some really radical thinking that's crazy, you know. But I'm not completely really terrified of them, because you know, we're not living in the biblical times here. We're not living, you know, in the times of the Old Testament shit. We're, you know, we're living in the 21st century, and the genie is way out of the bottle. The genie is way out of the bottle, and the bottle itself no longer is, you know, it's been crushed. I mean, the bottle is completely broken and smashed into pieces. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. So what they're trying to do is fruitless, you know. It's never going to get anywhere. Basically, we're hearing the dying gasps of a group of people, white men mainly, a group of white men who are not happy that they aren't in control of everything anymore. They're just like they're like a little kid who has had something taken away from them that you know, and they're reacting like a little kid who's had something taken away. You know, they're having a temper tantrum. And when Barack Obama got elected president, oh my God, the temper tantrum went stratospheric then. But that's what they're having, a temper tantrum, and their temper tantrum is really showing up in some crazy things, and this law is one of those things, I think. So it's basically giving so-called religious Christians the right to discriminate against LGBT people, and really anybody that they disagree with. You know, like if somebody was Jewish or Muslim or Buddhist or anything like that, even another religion, they could discriminate against them. It doesn't matter that the other person also has a religion that has different beliefs. If it's not their religion and what they believe in, they could discriminate against them. You know, that'd be an interesting thing to see. Let's see them discriminate against people from other religions that come into their businesses. Let's see how far that goes. Of course, there's a lot of backlash against what Indiana has done, what their legislature has done, what the governor has done, signing it into law. Mike Pence. Anyway, it's already starting to come back to bite him in the ass, and it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse for them, because in this day and age, most people don't approve of any kind of discrimination, not just against the LGBT community, but against anybody. Discrimination and racism, or any kind of discrimination like that, is, you know, people in this day and age don't go for that shit. Most of us don't. So these people, these racists and bigots and homophobes, these people, they can see that they're losing their grasp on, you know, what they once coveted. You know, the white men rule everything. They're losing their grasp on it, and they don't want to give it up. So that's why you're seeing so much of this crap that's going on, and it's the majority of it is white guys, and a lot of it is older white guys. They just can't stand it. So, but anyway, I don't think this is going to stand, and if it does, it's going to cost the state of Indiana a lot. a lot more than just money. It's going to cost them. It's going to cost their state in the reputation. You know, they're going to be known as a state that discriminates against people, legally discriminates against people. So, you know, it's all going to come back to bite them in the ass. Now, aside from all that, my ear, you can see, my ear seems to be all healed up now. It looks the same as the other ear. It's not sticking out anymore. It's almost completely healed. It's pretty much healed. So I've got one more dose left of my antibiotic, which I'm taking tonight, and then I'm done with that. My chest surgery scheduled for May 4th, and I'm still planning on doing that as long as the finances will allow. So that's pretty much all I have for right now, and I'm not gonna let myself get upset anymore when I hear about what these assholes are doing, you know, trying to pass all these anti-gay laws and shit. I'm not gonna get upset about it anymore, you know. I just think that it's pathetic. It's pathetic that they can't join the 21st century with the rest of us. So anyway, this is Chris, and I guess I'll end this here. It's already too long. So peace, and later. Bye.